Hello! Welcome to another episode of the Best Friends Discuss podcast. I'm your host, Mike, with my co-host, Brett. It's fun making up a new one every week.
It really isn't.
That's okay. Hi, Brad.
Hey, Mike. How's it going? Been about as good as my week. All right.
Yeah, all right. Brad, what are we doing today?
We are doing a Justified Asshole segment. It's been a while.
It has been a while. And boy, howdy, I hope you know, I searched long and hard. That's what she said. For some good Am I the Asshole prompts. And I think I found some really, really good ones between the one we're showing right now, kicking a pregnant woman out of her car.
Because who doesn't?
To a man who is asking if he's the asshole for installing solar panels onto his house. So we'll see how that one goes. But
Well, I mean, we have a reputation to uphold because our last one was gold.
our last one was great. That's why we figured we would do the same thing we did before. You, me, the audience, that fucking dog, and also Reddit. Should we name Reddit?
It's already named. It's called Reddit.
Touche. So, all right. So, Justified Asshole. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I believe you can go first.
I can go first. Am I the asshole for telling a pregnant friend to get out of my car because she was annoying me?
Quick answer, yes. Okay.
That's your quick answer. Just, hey, you know what? Let's just say off the cuff. Yes. I was having lunch with some friends a few days ago. One of them, Carol, isn't really my friend. She's a friend of my friend. I never liked her. She's entitled and always criticizes everything she doesn't approve of. Anyway, I left early because I had to pick up my son at his grandparents', and Carol, who's 5 months pregnant, asked if I could give her a ride since she lives in the same neighborhood, and I said yes. See, that's nice.
That is nice.
It is nice. So not an
He's
asshole.
a stand-up guy. So far.
Also, this is a
We don't know.
woman.
Do we?
Yeah, this is a woman.
Well, I haven't heard the pronouns yet for the one that's saying it. She's just talking about her other friend. So I didn't know.
Okay.
We also confused, by the way, I do have to say this. We also confused the one with the breast reduction and thought that was the dad the whole time and
You're
it was
right.
the mom. So
You're
don't
right.
give me this.
You know what? I'm sorry. I was
We're a wee bit premature in this story for you to be
I-
judging me on that one.
I was quick to judge. That's my fault. You know, I'm out of practice. I'm sorry. I recently divorced my husband because I found out he had been cheating on me. On our way to my ex-parents, Carol...
Now you can judge me.
Carol started questioning me as to why I decided to divorce my ex since she has known him for years, and he's a nice man. Aw, what a nice man. I politely told her I really didn't want to talk about it because I'm still heartbroken and extremely angry, and I get emotional just thinking about it. But she started accusing me of not giving him enough attention as his wife, which, according to her, was probably the reason why he cheated. Ooh. She also said that me going to work instead of being a stay-at-home mom 24/7 was the biggest mistake I had ever done in my life. I told her it's none of her business, and she called me a frigid bitch. Have you ever been called a frigid bitch?
I have never been called a frigid bitch. How about you, Mike?
I haven't, you frigid bitch. I lost it. I was fuming. I pulled over in front of a department store and told her to get the F out of my car, and then I left her there. I was crying all the way to my ex-parents' house. That night, I slept through my phone going off and found out that my ex-parents and my friends were angry with me for leaving a pregnant woman on the side of the road. What if bad things happened? I have to say, I felt a bit guilty, but she was pushing my buttons and wouldn't listen when I politely asked her to stop. Besides, I didn't just leave her anywhere unsafe for a pregnant woman to be. I left her somewhere she could catch a cab. The cash cab. Am I the asshole? All right. There's quite a bit to unpackage there.
Not really.
How do you mean?
I mean, it sounds like a kind of open and shut case here.
Okay, let's say our answers on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. No. Asshole. Ooh, this is awkward. Okay, I was mainly just kidding.
Yeah, I figured so.
I think it kind of goes both ways.
That's what she said.
I'm sorry. I won't do that again.
Yeah, you will.
Just give me a high five. I'm not moving on until you high five.
Cool. So, anyways.
Oh. Asshole. Is Brad an asshole for not high fiving me? Yes.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So I think it works in both ways of the sense of like she shouldn't have left her. She should have just like finished the ride, and then when she got to her house, just been like, "You're a cunt," or cursed her out or something. Like I wouldn't have just left her there. But then again,
you mean in front of a store?
Well, right, it's in front of a store, but also like I'm okay with it being in front of a store in the aspect of she could just go in the store and call someone at that point. But I definitely do think that the pregnant lady is the asshole, but I think this other person didn't do any better. But she was definitely, I don't want to say in the right, but also not in the wrong.
Oh, I think she did absolutely nothing wrong. If you're going to be a dick in my car, I have the right to kick you out.
Oh, absolutely. By the way, it seems like you're low.
You're low.
Okay. Sweet chariot coming to follow you home or something. I don't know the line. Anyway. But yeah, I mean, definitely like there's a couple things in this for sure that was like, that's fucked up. She shouldn't have said that. And one of them being like, she should have been a stay-at-home wife. And that's probably the reason why her husband cheated. No, her husband cheated because he's a piece of shit. Guess what, Carol? So are you, you pregnant bitch.
How long ago was the divorce? Because maybe Carol's the reason.
Yeah, maybe. Ooh. Maybe Carol has your husband's baby.
Yeah. Maybe that's why she was accusing her of not giving enough attention.
And now Carol is like, oh my gosh, like he's constantly at my house. Like, this is your fault. Like, I only wanted a child. But yeah, for sure. Like also the thing where it was saying that like she politely told her to stop, that it was, you know, a very emotional thing. The late, like, come on, you should stop. Like, it's not your place. You don't know the situation. You don't know why the guy cheated. You don't know why they got divorced. Like, it's not your place. Also, so overall, I do think this Carol person is the asshole. The other person isn't, but also circumstance-wise, I would have finished the drive. That's all I'm saying. I would just be like, all right, cool, get the fuck out.
That's because you're a nice guy.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Let people walk all over you.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you would.
Name one time.
Your whole life.
Damn, that was a good
Check
one.
and mate.
Yeah. Let's play another round of chess then. All right. Next one, I think so asshole, or
absolutely
sorry.
Not the asshole.
Carol's the asshole.
Carol's the asshole.
I also think Carol's the asshole. Other lady, Becky is not. I like naming these people.
Nope.
Damn it, Becky. Okay, you read the next one.
Am I the asshole for laughing in my brother and sister-in-law's face when they demanded to use my credit card? I mean, we'll see.
I really like this one.
Hate it. So I am 22 female. I don't have much knowledge about finances and stuff, as I still live at home as I'm still at university. I do, however, pay my parents about 300, I believe that's euro. Could be wrong. A month rent.
Yes.
I pay my own phone plan, buy material stuff I want or need, pay out for other services like music or whatever, and try to put as much as I can in savings while still keeping enough in the main account for day-to-day purchases. Currently, I am saving up for driving lessons and hope that if I pass decently, I can use some of my savings towards getting a car. I'm in my final year of university, so I'll be done and able to work full-time when all this happens. I also decided to get a credit card so I can learn how to manage credit wisely and build some. My credit score is good for someone of my age and circumstances, but obviously it's nothing great in comparison for other stuff. I should point out that at most, I only plan on using my card with a total adding up to 100. I've stuck to that so far as I only actually used it twice with these purchases, only adding up to $80, and I paid it off quickly. I do not plan on exceeding my limit anytime soon, as I've heard far too many horror stories of people just using their credit card too much because it's handy and getting into debt. The only people I disclosed this to was my dad and mom. Mem has the tendency to blab to my brother and sister-in-law, both 28. She happened to overhear us talking one day, and before I knew it, my brother and sister-in-law got wind and asked me if they could use it. They both admitted that they had debt spurned on by excessive credit card use, and I thought that since I basically had nothing owed on mine, it was free money.
Free money.
Free money. I told them quite politely that it was really uncomfortable with the idea and that I would owe the money, and I can't magic up that kind of money. Things went quiet until a few days later, they both turned up at the house. They were nice to start, but basically started demanding I let them use the card, and they tried to manipulate my mother into guilting me into doing it. I got really angry, and when my brother said I owed it to them because he used to babysit me until a couple years ago, I laughed in their faces and walked out. When I came home, I learned they tried to manipulate my dad, and he kicked them both out. My mother then tried, and he told her to go too. She is currently staying with my brother and sister-in-law. Go, Dad. The only person on my side is my dad, who tells me they're trying to take me for a free ride, and they're trying to manipulate me because I'm young and they think I'm vulnerable. My brother, sister-in-law, and mom, on the other hand, think it isn't a big deal letting someone else use my card. It's really messing with my head, and I just want everyone to stop being in an argument. Am I the asshole? Mike?
Oh, for sure not. Also, the dad is a fucking bamf. He's a hero. Just be like, no, you can also get out to the mother. Oh, I love it.
So, mum.
Say it right.
Not
yeah,
mother. Mum.
Yeah, the
Mum sounds.
Put a little bit of English on it.
Mum sounds like she's never had to deal with finances. Like, dear old dad here has had to fork up the bill, and she's like what the other lady said, just a stay-at-home 24/7, does absolutely nothing but eat bonbons. Obviously, because they're in England.
For those of you who don't know, bonbons is French for candy.
But I mean, why would the mother think that that's a good idea too? Just like, it's free money. Your brother and sister-in-law are right. It's free money. Just let them have it.
So what I was thinking was that it's basically the older brother is the favorite. That's what I was thinking.
Wow. At least to the mom.
Yeah, to the mom. Yeah, to mom. Absolutely. But yeah, no. So let's break this down a little bit. The little brother is awesome for knowing without his parents like fully telling him that to not use the credit card, like obviously how the brother and sister-in-law have been using it, just racking up the debt and just going, oh, what now?
Yeah.
So it's good on you for fucking figuring it out and not really caving to the pressure. Dad's a bamf. The mum is bane out of order, if you ask me. And I find it funny that the older brother is like, hey, you owe me because I used to babysit you, when in all fairness, Super Chief, that's on your parents. That is not on your little brother. Your little brother had no control over that. So that's a bullshit reason to fucking bring that up. But, whatever. Asshole's gonna asshole him, all right?
You are right. No, you're
Give
done.
me a high five.
You're done.
You
fucked it up.
No. Just give me one. I tell you, I'm not gonna lower my hand again. Fuck you. All right. Anyway, Brad, what are your thoughts on this?
My thoughts are pretty
situation.
much the same as yours for the most part. The only thing I would say is different is needs to find a better way to gain credit because not quite doing it in the best way.
Yeah. When I first got a credit card, I did the practice of buy something and then repay for it immediately.
Yeah, which is what she's doing, or he.
And then I found out that you should not. You should wait a little bit and then pay off. And you should do a little bit above the minimum payment. Is what I've been told. I've been told 3 different ways.
Even the minimum is fine, but they want, for the most part, a record of longevity, and there is no longevity if you just pay it off. Yeah. It's like gaining credit for a car that you're just paying with cash.
No, you get away from me. I don't know what your mouth and your throat was doing around me, Omega. Get the fuck away from me.
Oh, he's just burping.
I don't that sounded like a burp that I assumed it was a burp, but he was also inches away from me, and I did not want him to throw up.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, that was gross. I'm not a germaphobe, but just having him go right next to me, and I'm just nope, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
This is a horror movie. God, I equally hate your dog, and I am all right with your dog. I fucking hate it. But anyway, sue us, PETA.
But yeah, no, absolutely, he is not the asshole. Mom, brother, and sister-in-law are.
I would agree.
But you should figure out how to get yourself some better credit. What he's doing will still get him credit, just not as fast as doing it the other way.
Yeah, it's a slow build. But honestly, he doesn't seem to care. He's just doing it because he's able to. So.
Yeah.
All right, next. Do you want to read this, or do you want to read it?
This is you, buddy. This is
right.
all you.
Am I the asshole for telling my husband to lose the entitled attitude and do shit for himself? Just recently, my husband, who's 31, was promoted to assistant manager of the warehouse. Congrats. We both work on the ups of 50 hours a week, or they both work on the UPS of 50 hours a week. I am a shift manager at a behavioral disorders facility. Both jobs are very hands-on and strenuous. Since his promotion, he has developed an entirely different attitude, extremely entitled and, dare I say, rude as all fuck. I like how I said that. Dare I say, rude as all fuck. He is always boasting and bragging. This has been going on for 3 weeks. So some examples are as followed. On his days off, he wants the house to be radio silent. If our 4-year-old wants to play, he tells her to stick to her bedroom because he needs peace and quiet after working so hard. If I make our daughter lunch, he will immediately say, "Where's mine?" He asks me to grab him things damn near constant all hours of the night. He expects nightly back rubs, but if I ask him, he will scoff at me and say, "I worked all day," even if I had as well. He expects meals that he likes made every night, regardless if me or our daughter likes the meals or not. He also now acts like he has full say over the money because he makes more. Last night was the tip of the iceberg for me because I let a lot of shit slide because it was a recent promotion and how he's excited. So I get it. But last night, around 11 p.m., I was in bed scrolling through my phone. He comes into the bedroom, lays down and says, "Babe, you should go make me some ice cream. I want the chocolate drizzle on it, and oh, don't forget the cashews. Who the fuck eats ice cream with cashews? Do you do that?
No.
Sprinkles, I get. Absolutely. Cashews. You know what? Maybe I have to try that. Then he starts scrolling through his phone. I ignore it because I feel at this point I was going to snap. He then shook my leg and said, "Did you hear me?" Ooh, I will say this. That was the worst thing you could do.
That was a ballsy move right
It
there.
was a real ballsy
It's
move.
a ballsy move.
So I responded with, "Yeah, I did hear you, and no, go make it yourself. You were literally just out there. Your sense of fucking entitlement is way out of line. Do shit for yourself." He became offended and instantly, like fucking clockwork, said, "But I worked hard all fucking day." So I snapped back with, "Yeah, I did too. In fact, I worked 12 hours to your 8. Like I said, do shit for yourself." He is now saying that he is not acting entitled and that I was just taking my bad day out on him and that everything I said makes him feel unappreciated. Am I the asshole? Did I push it too far? Do you want to start off with this one, Brad?
I mean, why is this even on here? This is just an open and shut case.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
I agree, Brad. You know what? I think the guy's an asshole for wanting cashews on his ice cream. I mean, really, like that's really fucked up if you ask me.
that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
You know what's great about having a webcam? We can
Now
now
we can
show. We can show.
Fucked up. I'm going to take a controversial stance on this one. Everybody's the asshole here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two completely different reasons, though. The guy's an asshole because get the fuck over yourself. You want some ice cream, make your own ice cream. Your meals don't need to be everything you want all the time. You have a 4-year-old, shut the hell up. You're going to have some noise. Like, duh, get over it. That's life. She's an asshole because she knew the answer, but just literally wanted confirmation online because all she wants is attention. Get the fuck over yourself.
I don't think it's attention.
Oh,
I think
this is absolutely attention.
So I think of two things. She wants validation,
Yeah.
and she also wants to be able to like go back to her husband and just be like, "Look, fucking 5,000 people think you're an asshole, or 5,000 people think I'm an asshole."
She could have gone just to anybody else they knew. She could have just gone across the street to the neighbor and said it to him, and he would have agreed.
Listen. How about this?
She just wanted the attention of being right.
Listen, don't go too far into this, Brad, because guess what? This is how we get content. So, hey, do me a favor, shut the fuck up, and maybe go make me some ice cream with some cashews.
No.
No, okay. Well, I tried, but yeah, I obviously I agree with you. I think the husband's the asshole.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
just hate stories like this because it honestly feels like this is just an attention grab by her. There's a lot of things that get posted on Reddit that's just like, I need validation even though I don't need validation because it makes me feel better when I have awards. I
Well-
see that all the time.
Well, there are way too many like naive people in this world that maybe they honestly don't know. Maybe they just don't know that that they are validated, or you know, in like I mean, honestly, do you think there's any Redditor who's like going to be like, "Yeah, you should have fucking made him ice cream. Fucking leave out the cashews, but yeah, you should have made him ice cream." Like, there are people out there that are so naive and just oblivious to things like that. They need, you know, and honestly, maybe it's more of like she just wanted to share her story, but you know, Reddit is such in a way where they have to like, hey, in order to get this posted, you have to put this in the format like it is.
No, there's plenty of subreddits. She could have found another one. She wanted validation.
Yeah, but anyway,
I stick with what I said.
Yeah, no. You stick with what you said. I mean, you're the type of person who likes cashews on his ice cream, so you know what, whatever. More
No.
power to you.
Reese's Pieces. All right, Reese's Pieces.
I mean, that's better, but
It is better.
whatever. But anyway, like
You're wanting sprinkles like a child.
They look
You're
pretty on the ice cream, all right?
You're a goddamn
Listen.
child.
Listen.
Child.
Listen. On ice cream, like sprinkles are like
They're garbage sugar. You should just put sugar on it.
no. They look better, first of all, and they taste better than just regular sugar. But also, like, it's such a like a non-additive of anything you're eating already. Like, it's literally like the cherry on top, minus the cherry.
Yeah,
you know?
because it's nothing like a cherry. They're
It's
garbage.
nothing like a cherry. But I mean, I also whatever. Anyway,
You're a child.
you're a frigid bitch. But anyway, the husband's the asshole. He needs to get over himself. He needs to remember that in a relationship, it's giving 100% one way and 100% the other way. Both people need to work together as a unit, especially when you have a 40-year-old and working 50 hours a week between.
A 40-year-old?
I said 40-year-old. Roll back the tape.
Oh, we will.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no, this is where Mike is like, oh, no, I definitely fucked up. I definitely said 40.
King.
But anyway, so there's
Yeah.
our answer. The husband's a frigid bitch. I hate that, by the way, that the fact that, like, this guy, like, walks into the bedroom, passing the kitchen, and goes, hey, you should go make me an ice cream. Like, what? And then I also go, did you hear me? Like, I agree with you. That was
That's
a ballsy move.
Ballsy move right there. That's a power move right there.
Yeah, what
It's probably not going to work unless you wanted to sleep on the couch, but
also,
it is a ballsy move.
Also, what kind of man doesn't give his wife a back rub? Like, how fucking dare you? Like, to scoff at it after you ask for it. Like, that's where I really get really pissed, is that he's like, hey, honey, give me a back rub. And she's like, oh, okay. And then, like, after the back rub is said and done, and she's like, okay, my turn. And he goes, but I worked all day. Like, I'm like, go fuck yourself. Like, that's the kind of thing that, like, dude, I would be worried that she'll poison your food. That's what I would be worried about. But yeah, fuck that guy. What an asshole. All right, your turn.
All right.
If you want the title of it, by the way, I think you need to scroll up. I think it's still there, but it may not be.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, there it is.
Am I the asshole for forcing my brother-in-law to hold my baby, his nephew, just for a bit while I was folding laundry and traumatizing my brother-in-law? I honestly didn't know the reason why he was so reluctant.
So I've read this one. I'm very interested on your answer.
Oh.
Because of how much like
Yeah.
you like your kids. Obviously, they're your kids. But you hate babies. And so I'm really interested on who you think the asshole is in this situation, because I have my answer.
This happened a few days ago. So while 25 female, by the way, you said this before, I hate it when they have to put in there. Unless it matters, there's no reason for me to.
It does matter.
Okay.
It
It better.
It does matter.
Does it matter that I know her husband is also 25?
It does matter because you know
it better.
it's a man and a wife.
Better. Was around 6 months pregnant. My husband, 25 male, was unfortunately furloughed from his job, Rona. So we moved into his brother's
Not allowed to say
38
that. You're not allowed.
male.
Bleep
house.
that out.
His brother is fairly well off, but I'm not exactly sure what he does for a living, but he's mostly just in his office from 8 to 8. So I don't really interact with him, but I do appreciate that he has let us move in while we were in a tight spot. When we moved in, he made it a hard rule that I will have nothing to do with baby, so don't expect anything from me. But otherwise, y'all can have a free reign of the house. That was around 5 months ago.
He doesn't want to watch Baby Driver?
No.
He doesn't want anything to do with Ansel Elgort?
No.
That's a weird move.
Brother-in-law actually doesn't really interact with any of his nieces or nephews, sister-in-law's kids, 4 of them all under 10, as my husband has told me, but he does send them gifts for birthdays and stuff. Oh, that's nice, but definitely not an involved uncle. Skip to now.
He loves you from a distance.
Yeah.
As all uncles should. I'm just saying. My
You're
uncle
not
does
wrong.
that. My uncle does that. I love my uncle to death. He it definitely isn't like
He doesn't bite in them.
yeah, he doesn't go. Is that Head and Shoulders shampoo you're wearing? Back off.
Skip to now. We have a beautiful baby boy, and brother-in-law stayed true to his words of not wanting anything to do with his nephew. He just mostly stays in his office. My husband thankfully landed a job in the same field as his last job about a week ago. And even better, he's able to work from home, so we're set to move when we can save up a little more. He was working when everything went down. Yesterday, while I was folding laundry, my son was getting fussy and wanted to be held, and at that moment, my brother-in-law came out of his office to grab something. I asked him if he could just quickly hold his nephew while I finished up folding laundry. He casually just says, "Nah, I'm good," and starts to walk away. I admit I got really freaking mad at that point, like he can't even help for a minute, but... Will you stop?
I'm sorry. I'm having fun over here.
Like he can't even help for a minute while I finish up folding laundry. So I picked up my son and walked over to brother-in-law and placed him in his hands and said, "Just help out. It's just a baby. It won't kill you or anything." My yelling upset my son, so he started to cry. He handed me back the child very coldly and says, "I told you I'm not good," and then quickly retreated to his office. I was left really confused, and my husband came out of the room he was working in to see what all the commotion was about. I explained what happened, and he just started freaking out and said I shouldn't have done that, and he goes off to talk to his brother. My husband is now demanding I apologize to brother-in-law and explained something no one has ever told me. Apparently, brother-in-law had a wife 10 years ago who passed during childbirth, and the child later passed due to other complications, and brother-in-law never really got over it. My heart sank. I asked why I was never told this, and all he said is, "My brother's a very private guy, and it wasn't any of your business knowing his past. Please just apologize to him," but I wasn't able to. He has yet to come out of his office room, and my husband leaves food at brother-in-law's door. So I want some outside perspective. Am I the asshole for forcing my brother-in-law to hold his nephew, but accidentally opened a pretty bad scar? Once again, this doesn't need to be on here. This is a clear-cut case.
Stop it. You stop it, because
It's a
this
clear-cut case.
Well, if it helps, she did delete it. Hence why we have to read it this way. But,
I get it.
but hey, you
She
know
still
what?
put it up there for some sort of validation.
Yeah, well...
So she's a double asshole.
Oh, so you think she's the asshole?
She's the asshole.
Ooh.
Flat out.
Ooh, I wonder if I'm going to have a different perspective.
You better off of that comment.
I don't.
You're an asshole.
Yeah, no, I think she's the asshole for obvious reasons.
Absolutely.
Especially with something like folding the laundry. Like, I would understand. Here's one situation I would understand it in, is if she was cooking and like the pot was boiling over, or she needed to like pay attention to it while her kid was also being fussy.
Nope.
Like, even then, like,
Nope.
I would be like, okay, that's when she could like ask for help.
Nope.
But folding laundry, will you just? But like while folding laundry, that's something that could take some time. It doesn't need to be handled right away. So, yeah, she's the asshole.
There's no situation, unless it's like a bodily harm situation, that I can understand her needing him to hold him.
Well, like I said, say you're boiling water and you turn your back away and then it bubbles over and onto the stove and there's hot water everywhere. Like that's an instance I would be like, okay, yeah, like help out. But like, I agree.
No, because let's turn this around. If she wasn't living with him and husband was off at work because we're not in Rona time, then she would be there by herself cooking dinner with the baby. Unless she's setting the baby right underneath that pot, which that would be even worse.
Good parenting.
She would probably
awkward.
have them just in a playpen. And you deal with what you have to, and they cry for a bit. They're kids. They cry. It's what they do. It's part of the reason I hate kids. Like,
That makes sense.
There's no reason she has to, especially since he only had one explicit thing. It's literally like, hey, you guys can move in while you go through hard times. I just don't want to deal with the baby. That's it. It's the only thing he told them. That's it. It's literally like the other story. Like, hey, let's all share a room. Just don't drink my milk. And then you drink the milk. Like, what's the point? Stop it.
You know what?
Bullshit.
This reminds me of, it's just like a or not a reality show, but like a sitcom episode where it's like, hey, we just moved into blah blah blah's house, and the one rule was don't enter that door. and then it's like one of those instances where one person who doesn't know what's behind that door is home alone, and so you know what they do? They go to the door and they jiggle the handle. It doesn't open, and so then they pick the lock, open it up, and dun dun dun. Insert explanation here, like
sex dungeon.
Yeah, I was about to say like a bondage room, like Christian Grey from is it Christian Grey? I think it's Christian Grey. I don't know. 50 Shades of Grey. That's what I'm referencing. For those of you who don't know, that's a Twilight fanfic that got fucking blown. Someone got blown. Okay. By the way, I want to say, did you see the moderators?
Yes.
Snossage Fest, Asgardian of the whole galaxy. That's funny. I like that. But anyway, asshole. Feel sorry for the brother-in-law. That really sucks. And honestly, like at least the brother-in-law sends gifts still to his nieces and nephews. And
I mean, honestly, he wasn't even a dick in this situation. She yells, makes her kid cry even more, and he just goes, I told you I'm not good, and then just handed it back. Like, that was it.
Yeah.
It's not like he was like, I fucking told you, and just started, like, yelling himself. He was just like, I told you I'm not good, handed it back, and then went back to his room.
Yeah.
This guy didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I see the point you're making of the whole, like, if she was there by herself.
Can we change this a little bit? So while I, instead of 25F, can we change it? So while I, Karen, was around 6 months pregnant, come on, Karen.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this is actually based off of our secretary Karen's life. We told you guys that she's been working from home recently. Now you guys know the truth. So let's move on. My turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I don't want to. Am I the asshole for telling my future sister-in-law that I won't be attending her child-free wedding, causing a lot of my other family members to drop out as well? I'm actually interesting that. So I've read this one again, and it's actually interesting that people deemed her an asshole. So now I'm very more interested in what you think of this one, Brad, especially with your stance on weddings
and kids.
And kids, yeah. No, this is a double header right here. My future sister-in-law is marrying my brother next summer, and they are planning to have a child-free wedding. I have about 3 other sisters, and we all have kids, as do most of my cousins at this point. Our family is kind of spread out over the country, and my brother/sister-in-law's wedding is out of state for most of us. Once I found out that they wanted to make it a child-free, I began to lose interest in going to the wedding. I don't want to be away from my kids for a couple of days, and it is just a hassle to find them living arrangements for when my husband and I are gone. Especially since most of our adult family members will be at the wedding, we'd have to leave the kids with some friends. However, I get that this is her wedding and her decision, so I just declined to go, stating that I don't want to leave my kids alone without any family to watch them. After I dropped out, my other sisters got the courage to drop out as well. As they also have toddlers they didn't want to leave behind for a couple of days. Then my cousins began declining to come as well. Now it has become a huge deal in the family and caused a lot of drama. My brother has called me and yelled at me saying that I was the one who caused all the problems. I was firm when I told him I wasn't going to his wedding unless I could bring my kids, and that all our sisters/cousins pretty much felt the same way. My parents, who are paying for half of their wedding, are also pissed that so many family members are on our side aren't coming. They were already somewhat against the idea of a child-free wedding in the first place and have now started pressuring sister-in-law to not make it child-free. My sister-in-law refuses to to meet in the middle and says the wedding will remain child-free, but she's also mad at all of us for...
Okay, hold on. What would be the middle ground? Like renting out a daycare center?
Actually, it kind of goes into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, what would the middle ground
So
be?
I already know the argument for why people are calling her an asshole, but we'll get into that. But she's already... where am I? Okay, I'll just start there. My sister-in-law refuses to meet in the middle and says the wedding will remain child-free, but she's also mad at all of us for not coming. She also still expects my parents to pay for it, which I doubt they'll do at this point. I'm fine with her having a child-free wedding. I just don't want to be part of it if it means being away from my kids for days. Am I the asshole? Some edits that I'll read right now. People keep asking why I'm mostly talking about my sister-in-law and not my brother in this post. I know for a fact my brother was okay with having kids at the wedding. It's the norm in our family, and he loves his nieces and nephews. It's my sister-in-law who wants this to be a child-free thing against the wishes of like 90% of our family and still have my parents foot the bill. My brother is just supporting her to make her happy. Marriage. She has an entire 4-day itinerary planned with like 6 events that she expects to be all child-free. Are all of us with toddlers and kids supposed to swing back and forth from hiding our kids in hotels with random sitters to all the wedding activities just to keep my psycho sister-in-law happy and then pay for it because she sure as fuck won't, since our kids are our problems, and she's stated that to my face. So one of the things I know that people were saying in the comments of, and probably why a lot of them deem them the asshole, is that there is no middle ground that anyone is willing to like offer up. Stop it, you idiot. So yeah. So one of the things being is that basically the one with the kid wants the middle ground to be essentially just let us bring our kids, while the other one, the sister-in-law, is basically the middle ground is don't bring your fucking kids. So
Yeah, neither one of those are middle.
Pretty much. So I'm actually really curious on your point of view of this, because I have some things to say.
I don't think there's enough information.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
That's literally my standpoint on this. Like, I can't say anybody's the asshole until I have more information.
So this is what I was thinking of, is like with the kids, it doesn't really say any age range other than toddlers and children. But here's my thinking is like, what happens if the sisters and the cousins and whatever are breastfeeding? Then what then? Like,
I mean, formula won't kill a kid for a weekend.
No, I know, but like there are some of those people who are very strict on what they do with their child. You know, whether switching off the bottle or switching off the tit, you know, kind of thing. There's a lot of people who are like that. I mean, even more so, like just like pumping and putting in a bottle. A lot of parents don't like. So,
what?
Yeah, that they want it from the source. They want to give it.
There would literally be no difference.
I'm just saying, like, that's...
And I've never heard that.
Really?
Never. I've never heard of anybody that's like, I want them to have breast milk, but I refuse to give them breast milk from a bottle. Never heard that in my life.
I've always heard about that.
From who?
Like, growing up. Like, even like, in school. That's what I've heard before. Is that it's one of those... It's also, like, a psychological thing of, like, if like, have you ever heard of if a mother breastfeeds only, that the child is more likely to be attached to the mother, like to be a mama's boy? Like, have you heard that?
No.
Really?
No.
Weird. Weird. I know that. I'm not just like making it up to help prove a point. Like, that's something I've known and kept with me for a long time, is like, that's specifically why people don't do formulas sometime, or they don't do bottles in general. They straight up just would rather breastfeed. I think it's probably the same people who are like, I want a natural birth or I want a bathtub birth.
I don't think, for one, I think that's just what people think happens. And even if it is, it's not 100%.
Gotcha.
Because I can tell you my son was, but my daughter had an issue, so she wasn't, and
Right.
they're opposite.
Right. There's a problem latching on to the nip.
So, yeah.
I
I don't think that's a clear-cut case. That might be just anecdotally.
Dota?
Yes, Dota.
I've always heard I thought that was common knowledge. That's why I'm so like thrown back from this is I thought that was a common thing.
No.
So that's interesting. That was literally one of my only arguments was what happens if that or whatever, but
even so, even if that was an argument, one weekend also won't change that.
right.
It's a dumb argument.
So let me ask you this then. Are you against a child-free wedding?
No.
Okay. Do you think people who are wrong?
It depends on what the wedding is.
Okay.
So if it's this, okay. So most of my family having weddings, yeah, children are allowed, whatever. If it's just a normal ceremony, I don't see the big deal. Like if they're just going down to Kentucky and having it in some goddamn field, let them bring kids. Like there's no big deal. But it's out of state for almost everybody. Does that include almost them? Like, are they going down to the coast? Are they having a coastal wedding? Is it more adult oriented? She says she has about 6 different events. If all the events are like, let's go out drinking or scuba diving because we're going to be near the water. Yeah, I'm not going to take my 2-year-old on that. It makes 100% like reason for it to be that way. So I need more information. Is it because events are set up to be child free, or is it just that she hates children?
Yeah, is it like a shotgun wedding where like there's going to be firearms around and so she would just rather not have kids around? Like hey Jimmy, like kind of thing. No, I get that.
And so that's why I think there just needs to be more information. I can't state it either way.
Because offhand, I would say that the sister who does not want to go is not the asshole. Because the only thing I would say with that is that like if the bride is specifically asking for a child-free wedding and like yeah, you can make it work, but I would say like then they would then have to foot the bill for someone, especially for 4 days. That's some time to be away and to be paying for someone else to look after your kids. Like there should be another option, even if it wasn't like middle ground wise. How do you feel about this being middle ground? Is instead of it being child free, it is not child free, but it is like you hire like 2 or 3 big nannies kind of thing to like
a daycare for during the wedding.
Yeah,
that's what I brought up.
That's a great idea that I came up with.
That you took from me because I brought it up in the middle of the story?
No.
You're welcome.
I don't think so. Roll the tape.
You're welcome. We will. Don't worry about it.
Fuck, that's when Mike realized he fucked up again. He definitely said 40, and he also took Brad's idea. Oh, fuck. So you're saying undetermined.
Undetermined.
And I'm saying I could see it both ways. I could see them.
I don't think she's an asshole not wanting to go. She does have some asshole-ish comments.
Assholery?
Ashholery? Sean Connery.
I'm sorry. Did you say ashholery?
Ashholery.
Keen. Hold on. Say assholery.
Assholery.
Assholery. Okay. I heard it correctly that time.
And that's only because when she starts stating, like, well, the family doesn't care about it either. Like, she's now just snapping back.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like an asshole-ish move. But
I have a question.
I still don't think she's that much of an asshole. Like I said, I need more information. I want to know what the wedding was going to entail before I say that. Because once again, if they're like, hey, yeah, let's all go to freaking Hawaii or whatever. No, you're not going to bring your damn kids.
Right. Real quick, you could see if she commented on anything by going to her
It's way
account.
too much work.
Yeah, I figured. But let me ask you this. Here, you are the asshole because you don't seem to know what me in the middle. Yeah, that's what I said. So, anyway, let me ask you this: if she was the only sister to say no, who would be the asshole in that situation?
If she was the only one that said no,
Yeah,
I
if
think
the
it would be
other-
nobody would be an asshole because
There
I think
wouldn't
the
be a
bigger
confrontation.
I think the bigger issue is just the fact that the whole family is like, well, if she can say no, I can say no. It would just be a one-off of like, it would be the same as going, I can't get the time off from work.
Okay.
That would be the same difference at that point if it was just that.
Also, let me ask you this. Can I?
Sure.
I don't care. So we've had many different "Am I the asshole?" "Justified asshole" stuff about weddings, and always I'm taken back of your opinion on weddings. And you've said before that
It's for the
weddings
family.
is for the
It is for the
family.
family.
So
That's why I said it really depends though, because if it's already been paid out to be like this on the beach 6 events that are all adult,
Gotcha.
that's what makes sense. That's why I need to know. If it's just a randomized event in the middle of a goddamn field or ranch
Okay.
or whatever else, then no, this bitch is crazy. It's not for you anyways. You're not going to remember half the shit because of your emotions and everything of that day anyway.
well, also you would be very much behind the scenes while everything else is taking
Yeah.
place, while your hair is
Yeah.
getting did and your makeup did,
and
done.
leaving early for your honeymoon and stuff. Like, no,
Yeah.
get
Okay.
over yourself.
Okay.
This is why I need to have more information because
That's-
it has to be stated that this is a regular wedding, and then if it is a regular wedding, sister-in-law, absolutely an asshole.
Gotcha. Okay. I agree. You gave me some more clarification. You're basically saying if it was like obviously like a scuba diving wedding, then obviously
Yeah.
no. But if it was just some, field wedding,
Yeah, if it's just a regular church wedding in a field, whatever else, then no, she's an
Okay.
asshole.
okay, I can be all right with that. So, I can go either way.
That's what she said.
No. No.
Oh.
No. Oh. So okay, that's fair. I think that's a good premise. You could go either way on that. So
Okay.
next.
Am I the
the
asshole?
asshole for-
Gars, wires crossed there. Am I the
For
asshole for telling my sister that her kid's birthday cake should celebrate her kid and not her?
I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for this one. The next.
Do I need to do the edit first? Or just,
No,
oh
don't
my
worry about it.
God.
My grandmother.
I see why. My grandmother was a teen mom. My mom was a teen mom. My aunt was a teen mom. My cousin was a teen mom. And my sister, Julie,
Was a teen
female
mom.
36, was a teen mom. I, 23 female, was the first non-teen mom in the family. She broke tradition.
Hell
You're
yeah.
not supposed to. You never break tradition.
Yeah, don't fuck with tradition. But also high five.
No.
Please.
And no, I didn't get a cake to celebrate that I'm not a teen mom. Anyways, my sister Julie got pregnant in high school and had a baby girl. Her daughter, 19, almost 20, started being uncomfortable around puberty and became very tomboyish. 3 years ago, they came out as transgender and said they preferred they them pronouns. We are very close, and they have had a top surgery. They have also told me that they are waiting, I'm guessing, not the are waiting, until their body feels like them for them to find romance and sex. Can we make this any more confusing with that many thems and theys in there? Julie,
Unheard of.
while supportive, was also upset that she wasn't going to have the life she thought her baby girl would have and whined to our mom for the first 3 months almost daily.
Oh, I
Julie
hate
has come
that.
around, kind of. Her boyfriend doesn't like it, but he has stayed with Julie.
I hate that. I hate that so much when parents like pretty much already have their children's lives planned out. Like, oh my gosh, can't wait for you to become a doctor. And it's like, fuck, I don't want to be a doctor. I just want to be an artist.
I don't think that's quite the look on it, but sure.
Well, but you know the people who are like that. I'm not saying like my
Yeah, I don't think
anyway.
that's quite what's meaning.
Go
here.
on.
Anyways,
to
where I may be the asshole. Julie said that for the upcoming 20th birthday, they should get a congratulations on beating teen pregnancy cake.
wait, I think you.
No, I'm right where I need to be.
Oh yeah.
Julie is the type to glamorize her life and talk about how much she's overcome on social media, and it's cringy. I know that the only reason she wants this specific cake is to post it online and talk about her hardships as a young mom and talk about how good of a mom she must be since her kid isn't a teen mom / parent. The cake Julie wants is in no way about her kid's birthday or appreciating and celebrating them. Julie wants this cake to celebrate herself. I was at the house a few days ago, and the birthday topic came up, and Julie brought up the cake to me, so I said, maybe slight paraphrase, I really think you want that cake to praise yourself as a mom and not to celebrate name's 20th birthday. We both know they wouldn't find it funny. Anyway, she got extremely pissed at me and her boyfriend for giggling in the other room.
I think you did skip a part where basically like
I didn't skip a part.
did you mention Julie came around to the fact that her child is trans and the
Yeah.
boyfriend? Okay, I was just making.
I did. You just weren't paying attention to me. How dare you, sir?
Yeah, I was probably
How dare you, sir?
making looks at the cameras.
I guess he has also told her to this. Also, I will add that Julie doesn't like me very much. I got a dad that stuck around and took attention from her when I was a baby.
Oh,
And that's what happened a lot of the time when a woman has a baby young. She meets someone later on and has another kid. Anyways, Julie has never fully warmed up to me, so I've generally tolerated her presence. Am I the asshole for telling my sister she wants a cake to celebrate herself and not the kid?
Well, Brad, I think she is not the asshole. The mother is. Absolutely. Because who wants a cake that says, congratulations on beating teen pregnancy? Like,
I do.
you do? I could make that happen. I know people. I know people in the cake industry. Hey, shout out to Duff. That was a cake joke. Is he the cake boss?
Poor one.
Is he the cake boss or is he the...
If you don't know,
No,
it's not a very good joke.
nah. I think it's Emerald who's the cake boss. Anyway.
Bam!
But, like, honestly, why not just a happy 20th birthday? Like, really, does it really need to be congratulations on being teen pregnancy? I do love the fact that the poster was like, I didn't get one. But also, it's not a badge of fucking honor to be like, I got pregnant when I was a teenage. Like, and to have a streak. Like
In this family, it sounds like it is.
yeah. So yeah. So what are your thoughts?
I mean, I guess I agree with this lady. Except for once again, why'd you pick nothing but posts that just literally want attention?
I thought they were funny. I thought they were funny and interesting. I thought we would get good riffs off of them.
That whole part could have just been deleted. There's no reason. No reason. Not at all. That was to get kudo points. It's bullshit. All these people wanting attention. It's bullshit.
You know what? Maybe just kind of being like a psychologist, maybe you want attention.
I mean, obviously, that's why I'm on a podcast.
Yeah, but
That's why you started this, was so you could get attention.
no, that's not why I started this. I started this because we talked.
As I've heard from some other people, you're a narcissist.
I'm not a narcissist. I just love looking at myself. I'm not a narcissist, but I love to hear my own voice. No, like the reason we started this was to we talked for 6 hours anyway. We might as well record what we're saying so we can look back.
I'm just saying. She just wanted attention for some of this
Listen,
shit
man.
that didn't
I'm
need
just
to be
saying-
stated.
I'm just saying that maybe you also want attention. You want to go to Vegas soon?
I do. That's why we're going. Heyo.
Hey-o.
Yeah. I mean, if the mom's literally going to be posting this on social media and you know that, then yeah, she's an asshole because she's just trying to get attention that way.
Yeah, which I hate. I hate people who are like that. They're the kind of people who like get shirts that say I make the hardest choices for my kids, and yet the like kid is like sitting in their own feces diaper, and the mom is just on Instagram. Like, fuck you. And also fathers, stop being deadbeats. Moms, also stop being deadbeats. Fucking take care of your kids. You fucking brought them into this world. It's kind of like Judge Judy's take on it, you know, where Judge Judy is like you're not just the mother and you're not just the father. You guys both did something to make one person. Now you guys have to act like responsible parents and take care of that one thing you brought into this world. Stop being fucking selfish and take care of them. Shout out to Judge Judy. So, all right. Are you done with this one?
I am done with this.
Okay. Is it my turn?
It is your
I
turn.
think it's my turn.
Read it.
Yeah, sure. Am I an asshole for letting them plan a birth in my tub? Ooh, this one's fun. I, 28 male, own my own place and suffer extreme pain in my back and my right leg. I bought and had installed essentially a jacuzzi in my master bedroom as a tool to help relax and use it regularly. My brother and his wife were pregnant and asked if they could use it because they wanted to do a water birth. First off, fucking gross. Second off, just fucking get the drugs. No idea if that's what it's called, but they have no bathtub in their place and asked to use my jacuzzi, saying they'll clean it out. To be honest, I know it's the miracle of life, but it makes me so uncomfortable to think of birth in my relaxation tub. I told them absolutely not, and they were furious, saying that it's selfish to deny her this. She went into labor yesterday, and they called to ask if they could come over and use it, and I told them again, no, and turned my ringer off. She gave birth at the hospital and demanded I needed to pay half the bill, and she'll get but I just told them to fuck off. They're both calling me the asshole, and so are our parents who live over the other end of the country. I love this one because the fucking balls this lady has to say,
Sue me, Karen. Sue me.
who demanded that this guy pay half of the bill is fucking ridiculous. So the original post got deleted, but I read up on some of the comments because people were like, "Oh, dude, whatever. It's just like it's a simple clean job, like to get everything out. It's not that bad." And he's like, first of all, it is. Like, even though they said
Wait. So are you saying people are calling him the a-hole?
I specifically went to the comments of his.
Does it say? Does it say at all? No.
Like go to the am I the asshole no birth user.
Right here.
Yeah, click on that. Go to the comments to the right of the post. Nope.
All right. Well, you're
All the way at the top. Comments. You could see what he's telling people. So you could if you click on one, like it's a jacuzzi with pumps and jets. Click on that one. One up.
Oh, I'm just looking at him.
So basically, like it was saying, like, let's see. This one says, if you said no, then they should just respect your wish. But I have to ask, was it such a big deal for you? I can't understand how it would have impacted you so greatly to not have access to your bath for a day. And the guy said, do you know how incredibly dangerous a jacuzzi birth would be to the
to them and me, I'm guessing.
If it's not cleaned properly, Omega, get the fuck out of here. My back and leg are fucked up bad from a work accident. I use that jacuzzi almost every day, including yesterday when my back hurt so bad my boyfriend had to practically carry me to it and help dress me. But fuck my cripple ass, right? So yeah, one of the things was basically like, one of them was like, what are you afraid of having blood in there and stuff? And the guy was like, I literally, like, me and my boyfriend use it all the time, and I've actually cut my leg in it or something like that. So, but yeah, so one of the things was like, you know, is it
Not
really
the
that hard to
asshole.
clean?
Not
And he's
the
like,
asshole, not the asshole. I mean, for the most part, everybody's being not the asshole.
yeah, I think overall not the asshole, especially
Good,
with,
because I was going to have to go on a major rant then.
yeah, no.
Because just the other day, I saw one that was on Reddit, and everybody was calling this, whoever it was, well, they were saying they weren't the asshole, but their girlfriend was an asshole because she likes to poop in the tub. And I was going to say, if you're okay with people that are pooping in the tub but not okay, like, you know, it's like that, what? Like, you can't be like, oh, that's disgusting, but then be like, no, I get this.
I need to find it, but there was actually one comment that was really funny. Oh yeah, so this lady is a fucking crock of shit. She says, you're the asshole. Would it really have been that awful to let her use your tub? It definitely would have been easy to clean out and would have made your life so much easier. Are you really that immature to be so grossed out by someone giving birth? Would you let your girlfriend take a bath on her period? I feel like you made sure to stamp on that, well, she was rude to you afterwards to just justify you just being unreasonable. You could have had a cool story and a favorite relative, a little baby that would have this awesome reason to thank you, but you were selfish. Negative 169. This lady was so off the wall, batshit crazy, and a lot of people were like, you're fucking wrong. This lady is fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She is like very like vegan and very against things. She had some weird fucking posts, man. When I was going through it, like she had one. God, I wish it was more up front, but gross. Ew. Anyway. But yeah, it's stuff like that where it's like you're really so grossed out that like, what happens if your girlfriend's on her period? And that's when he's like, well, I'm gay, so fuck you. But yeah, so one of the questions that got brought up in this whole thing was the fact of like, the poster was like, also like I was concerned on like how well they would like clean it, because the brother was like, I'll clean it, but when you're dealing with a jacuzzi that is so expensive and have so many parts, how well are you going to clean it? Like, are you going to take a paper towel and go whoop, whoop, wipe, wipe, wipe? Or are you going to clean out the pump and the tubes and this and that? And
you just make a bath full of freaking bleach. That's all you do.
with the kid in it?
Yes.
So
Face down.
So yeah, this one was just really funny because I just love the audacity of that fucking lady who demanded, like, also fuck the husband and the wife who were she was in labor and called and said, hey, we're coming over. And he goes, no, you're not. And turned off, like, fuck you. He already told you no. That's on you. If anything, you should have fucking found another person to fucking that had a tub to do it. Not everyone loves the fucking childbirth process. No, not everyone finds it like the miracle of life. Not everyone does. I mean, hell, we just literally had one where the brother-in-law was just like, nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna hold your baby.
Yeah.
Some people just don't like kids.
Yeah, but that's a bit of a different situation.
Right? I get that. I mean, honestly,
I'm pretty sure he does love the miracle of childbirth, and that's the problem is he didn't have that.
Well, right. That is, but again, like some people just don't feel comfortable around kids, and some people just don't want to hold a child. It's very common, actually. I mean, hell, I'm pretty sure if I handed you over a baby, you'd be like, "Why?"
Punt it.
Yeah, you would. so, so yeah, the brother and the sister-in-law pregnant bitch, they're fucking assholes. Anything you want to say?
Nope. Got a lot of open shut cases on this one.
Yeah, but they're fucking great stories.
All right. Scroll up. Am I the asshole for giving my daughter a nickname that she now likes better than her legal name?
I remember this.
My ex-husband and I have a 10-year-old daughter. When I was pregnant, my ex-husband repeatedly requested we name her after his dead mother, Ethel.
Ethel.
I wasn't a fan, but after a while, I relented. From infancy, it felt strange calling her that. She just didn't seem it. My ex and I divorced 2 years later, and I took to calling her Elle as...
Ellie.
It could be either one.
It could be, but let's go Ellie.
I'm going to go Elle as a nickname. Due to the nature of his work, X gets her on weekends. He always called her Ethel, and for...
He always called her Ethel. Like you're really
Ethel.
like quick to
Ethel.
it.
Ethel.
Just-
And for 8 years, she seemed to have no problem with either. Her friends did take to calling her Elf, though, which my ex was fine with. For the past 6 months, however, my daughter has stopped using Ethel and writes L on everything. Her notebooks, her schoolwork. We moved houses. She got a sign for her door. She requested it say L. According to my ex, she refuses to go by Ethel now. She tells him, I'm L, Dad. He is furious with me for starting this nickname and basically erasing why he wanted to name her after his mom. Keeping in mind, I don't solely call her L and have used Ethel for legal documents when talking to her. Well, yeah, you have to for legal documents. No shit.
Listen, asshole.
Elle
She's just
just came out
clarifying
more.
that it wasn't like she like was like, I'm divorced from this guy. Fuck it, I'm gonna just change her name. She's saying that she didn't change her name. She just calls her by a nickname. That's all she's stating. So
No, you're wrong.
no, you're
No,
wrong.
You're wrong.
She's
My argument
specifically-
is that she has called both for years. It's her name, her choice. My ex is calling her L, but says it's my fault. My current husband backs me up, but my ex-in-laws are mad. Am I the asshole?
See, boom. First comment literally says it's not like you legally changed her name. She's just stating because there's going to be comments of people. Well, yeah, I would be pissed too because you changed her name. No, she legally didn't change her name. She just used as a nickname. It's like Michael or Mike or Brad or asshole. See, works out.
I wouldn't mind changing my name to asshole. I'd be
Dude,
okay with that.
oh my gosh, I would pay for that. Brad asshole. Last name. Can I pick your name?
No.
Can we pick each other's names?
No.
You suck. So what do you think?
I mean, she's not an asshole.
Uh-huh. Also, who the fuck names their daughter Ethel? I'm sorry. What how does it
Ethel.
go? Yeah, there
Ethel.
we go.
Come here, Ethel.
Like it's kind of like people born like Barbara who like almost like immediately is like 60,
People do it all the time, though.
Yeah, I know, but like get a better name. Ethel? Okay. Like ethanol? Am I right?
No.
Okay. Well, you probably like cashews on your ice cream. Fucking degenerate. Yeah, I definitely think the husband's the asshole. Or
Ex.
no,
No, just her current husband.
her current husband is
husband's
the asshole for agreeing with her. He probably just got a new job and it demands back rubs, but scoffs at if she wants one.
But he loves cashews.
But he loves cashews. But yeah, definitely the ex-husband is the asshole. Like, what happens if this was her daughter's idea? Like, what happens then? Like, hey, Dad, I really don't like the name Ethel. I would rather go by Ellie. And this just comes out of nowhere. Like, what then? You can't just be like, fuck you, daughter. your name's Ethel and nothing else. Like, or what happens if, I know daughters don't really get middle names, but what happens if did you not know that?
Who the hell do you hang out with that you are like, these are facts? Like, no, these are not facts. Almost every girl I've ever met has a middle goddamn name.
My sister did not have a middle name. When we all changed.
She also doesn't have a father. Hey-o!
So again, I thought this was a common thing.
No, it's not a common thing. It's apparently just your sister.
Hold on. Well, it's weird because like my mom has a middle name. My grandma has a middle name. My sister does not have a middle name. And the reason for that, not why my sister doesn't have a middle name, she does now, but whatever, was I've heard that it's because when they marry, they just literally move their name over.
What?
Yeah. Like,
No.
when it gets like hyphenated, that they literally go like first name. This is what I've heard.
You heard wrong.
So essentially, it's their first name, and then when they get married, they move the last name over. They hyphenate it, and they make it.
Okay, if you hyphenate it, it means it's still the last name.
And I get that. I'm just saying, like.
Well, then they don't hyphenate it.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like on legal documents, that's how they get past it. So hold on, let me just finish what I'm saying. Basically, it's just like it's her first name and her last name, her new last name, right? And then when she if she made a Facebook, it would be that, right? It would be the first name and her new last name, her married name. And then when she writes on legal documents, it's her first name, then her old last name,
maiden name,
and then hyphened, and then last.
No, because then that would be her full last name. If you hyphen, both are your last name.
Listen,
it does not make one your middle name.
Listen, this is what I've heard.
Well, you heard wrong.
This is just what I've heard. I'm just giving you the facts that were presented to me.
They were wrong facts.
Well,
completely wrong.
You know what?
Will you stop arguing? You're wrong.
You are fake news.
You're right. You are fake news.
You are fake news. Okay? This is just what I've heard. This is what
you heard wrong.
I'm just conveying.
I just need you to know and repeat. Brad, I'm wrong. I know this now.
Okay.
I am wrong.
Okay. First of all, I'm not wrong.
You are wrong.
No. I'm not wrong, but I see your point of view, and I agree with you. I agree with you that the fact is that people who...
So wait, are you saying your sister now has a middle name because her name's hyphened?
No. When we all changed our names legally, she got to pick her middle name because she did not have one.
Okay.
But I was told by several people...
Who told you this?
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I know it wasn't like...
Do you still believe that babies come from the stork too? Did the same person tell you that too?
No, but it's kind of one of those things that like I grew up knowing this, and that's just what
thinking this, not knowing, thinking this.
Listen, it's the same fucking principle because what I was going to say was I still believe that coffee stunts your growth. But I know that's not true whatsoever, but that's what I learned when growing up. Hence why I never had coffee, and I'm the tallest one in my family. And I get that it's genes, but this is what I was told, and this is what I knew was fact till I was
That's why I'm needing you to change it from fact to what you thought.
Listen, I'm agreeing with you that I will change it from now on. I'm just saying that's what I learned when I was growing up, that's what it was. But you know what? We don't get moments like these, so fuck you, Omega, you middle-named bitch.
He does have a middle name.
Yeah. Is it hyphened?
No, it's not.
Oh, he doesn't have a spouse. That's okay, Bob.
Yeah, that's not
Brad
what it
loves
means.
you.
Not what it means at all.
Do you not love him? That's what I'm hearing. Anyway, I forgot what we were talking about. Whatever. Daughter's middle name is Ethel, or fucking she's married already, or whatever. I don't know.
Is this one me reading, or is this?
Yeah, this is me.
Okay.
Yeah, because you had a problem saying Ethel.
I didn't say I didn't have a problem. It just comes out fast.
It just comes out really
Ethel.
weird. All right, last one, and then we'll be done. Am I the asshole for installing solar on my house? You are going to love this, Brad, because this is your kind of assholery, okay? Or ashholery.
Ashholery.
The backstory. We live in
Connery.
a semi-dense suburban neighborhood. We bought this house new about 6 years ago. One of my neighbors moved out about 2 years ago, and the new neighbors moved in. After about a week, they came over and said that my wife has MS and is sensitive to electromagnetic frequencies, dirty electricity. I was asked to install a cover over our electrical smart meter because they believe dirty electricity. Do you know what that is? Okay. Wi-Fi and...
These are 5Gers, aren't they?
Oh, boy, they
Oh my
are.
god, they're 5Gers. Keep going.
Because they believe dirty electricity, Wi-Fi, and smart meters change your DNA and exacerbate her MS symptoms.
I hang out too much with you, man. Oh my god.
Hey, one. I was about to say 3, 2, 1, keen. While thinking they are cuckoo, I obliged and installed the cover because it doesn't do any harm to me.
Oh.
Go back 2 weeks and we're having our house mapped out for new solar panels and Tesla Powerwalls, and the husband notices the solar truck. Long story short, he tried to get the HOA to block approval for our solar panels, citing dirty electricity, and tried claiming the ADA should stop us. I know enough about the law from previous professional lives to know it doesn't apply to private single-family residents. I sent a note to the HOA explaining in no uncertain terms I will get a lawyer involved in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. How often do you see that like typed out?
Oh, I never see it typed out. I've heard it, but I've never seen it typed out.
It's fantastic when it's typed out. I really love it. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. If they block it, providing a 10+ articles from high-impact journals, including 2 meta-studies, the HOA attorney wrote me back asking if I was willing to oblige on any of his accommodation requests. These included moving our entire electrical panel / system to the other side of the house and installing very specific components which cost 50% more. I told the attorney these were not reasonable accommodations and I would not humor them. They approved our plan. He is now painting his side of the house with Wi-Fi and electromagnetic blocking paint and is upset because these measures on his end will cost him thousands of dollars, destroying his DNA and make his wife's MS symptoms worse. Am I the asshole?
Oh my god. It's
Related event.
turning the frickin' frogs gay.
Turn the freaking frogs gay. Dude, you could easily just replace my sound bite with that one. Related events after the solar decision, we're having our house painted, and he told the painters they couldn't put their ladders on his side of the property to get back at me. He was taking it out on the painters and was quite proud that they might have to bring in scissor lifts until I told him it was a fixed price quote. I went over and told him if he was going to be petty, I would be too. I let him know if this was how he would act, I'd add 2 high-power routers on that side of the house, remove his smart meter block, add a couple of Wi-Fi cameras, report his permitted electrical work, and take up ham radio. 10 minutes later, he went and told the painters they could put the ladder on his property. Edit note, I am mindful that while I believe it's utter bullshit on the electricity claim, it will cause them lots of anxiety, which is why am I the asshole, even though it isn't real, it is real to them. So, when I first read this one, Brad, all I could think of was the cigarette butts and mailing it back to
Oh my
to the
God,
person.
yeah.
Just like neighborly bullshit to pettiness. So, what are your thoughts?
I really want a neighbor that's a 5G-er. Honestly, that's my only real. I want to have conversations like this. I want this crazy petty bullshit, and I don't have it. Everybody just ignores me.
Weird. It's like you want attention.
No. Because I don't want it posted everywhere. I just want hell in my life.
No, but you want to then call up your favorite bitch to bitch about bitches with.
Oh, you would not take that call?
Oh, I would take that call. I would be a fool not to take that call.
Dude, if I called you over and it was like, this 5G here is going to want to have an argument. You want to be over here when I do it?
Oh, dude, we would have Wi-Fi parties.
Oh, absolutely.
We would have like a wireless like Oculus Rift on our heads, just out in the yard, just going like this, Minecrafting. Like, are you kidding me? We would absolutely do that. But yeah, I just like, it was nice of the guy to just kind of like oblige and put the masking the meter cover over. Like, that was nice. Like, he's like, whatever, it doesn't do any harm to me. But like it's his house. He wants to put solar on it. And the fact that you know what, some of these posts have really just like the best, like, people who have like major coconuts to be asking for certain things. Like did you hear me? You know, kind of thing. Where they are like, hey, here's what I want. I want you to move your entire electrical panel to the other side of your house.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking insane. You know how much work that would be, audience? Like, good God. That's insane. And to cost 50% more. Like I would be obliging for most things, but like, I'm sorry. This is on you. If
You're so much better than me, because I wouldn't even obliged with the cover.
Really?
No.
Why? Like,
well,
it's such a
if you know somebody's crazy and they think they're a dog, do you tell them, oh, you're a good boy, and pat them on the head? No. You tell them they're a goddamn human. You don't feed their psychosis.
I mean, but
you're feeding psychosis at this point.
But it's a simple thing.
But the frogs really aren't turning gay, though.
And I get that. I'm just saying it's a simple thing where
but like, that's just to avoid a fight.
Hold on.
I'm okay not avoiding that fight.
Hold on. It's not like he's like, hey, I want you to go buy one and put it on. He's literally like, hey, will you put this on? Like, this is the reason why. You wouldn't do that in that aspect?
Nah, dog.
Like, I would understand the whole buying thing, because at that point, if I had to go spend my own money to basically service my neighbors, I wouldn't. But if they were like, hey, do you mind with this? Of course, there are some things I would say no. Like for example, if a neighbor was like, hey, I was looking at your house and it's god ugly. Here's paint. Will you paint it? I would be like, no. I like the color on my house. It's a nice shit brown. I love it. You know? That's where I would be like, okay, no. Not happening. But
yeah. But see, we know I'm an asshole.
You are. That's why your first name is.
Yeah. No, Nah. I wouldn't even put the cover on.
I would.
There's no point in doing it. I mean, what's he going to do? Just be like, how dare you?
Right. But in all fairness, you are very not people-y.
People-y?
Yeah. I very much am, and I would be like, yeah,
you
okay.
are people-y?
Yeah. Like, I try to entertain and amuse everyone.
Almost like you're wanting attention.
No, I don't want attention. The only attention I need is me. Not a narcissist. Brad, go fuck yourself. But anyway, I would, but that's just because like I try to save face, basically. You know, but that's just what I do. You don't give two shits.
I don't.
So anyway, that was it. That was our Am I the Asshole segment. My soon-to-be wife has MS. I have never heard of dirty electricity. I would assume if she puts a cell phone to her head, she would do more damage if true than your house. Interesting. So, all right.
Paranoia is great.
Yeah, it is. That was for the video audience. So, all right. This was good. This was a good episode. Good job. High five. Let's high five for the end. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a soft high five. Also, your hands are really warm. What does this say about mine? Oh, it's because your hand was underneath your leg.
Yeah, I was sitting on my hand.
Okay. I was about to say, like, I'm a very warm person. Like, I like the cold. You hate the cold. Why are my hands cold and yours are warm? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's stop this bitch.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What? Sorry.
Bye, everybody.
Sorry. Let's stop this frigid bitch. Do you want cashews on your ice cream?
No.
Sprinkles?
No.
Okay.